The geniuses have changed the world. They have created or discovered so many things that even in our days we do use. Let's take some examples. We are watching this video on a computer which has been created in 1950, and till our days computers are used everywhere in the entire world, or electricity. Even though this one is not invented being a part of nature, discovered is more appropriate I believe. Without electricity we couldn't be able to perform the most common action that we do every day, like watching TV, drive a car, or having your home warmed up when it's cold. So we can say that geniuses did really an amazing job, but do they just have a good side? Of course not. Many studies show that madness and being a genius is most of times correlated. Let's take one of the most influential physicists and scientists of human history, Albert Einstein. We all know how important Einstein is. He developed the general theory of relativity, one of the two pillars of modern physics, changing the way of how we see the universe. But something we don't probably know is that he was weird in some of his aspects. He had a shabby look, wild hair and oversized clothes. Plus, he never wore socks, not even when he went to visit the White House. He had a bad memory, he couldn't remember most of people's names, same for the phone numbers, including his own. He considered himself a pacifist, but the theory of relativity gave rise to the atomic bomb. For this reason, he slipped into a period of Great Depression. He died by an illness in his stomach, despite the day before he had the chance to be saved with a surgery. One of his last quotes was,
"It is tasteless to prolong life artificially. I have done my share, it is time to go. I will do it elegantly."
Talking about another field, we can talk about Steve Jobs. He was an American inventor and industrial designer who created one of the most important multinational technology company, the Apple. This company did bring many innovations in terms of personal computers and mobile phones. He has been described as arrogant, extremely sensitive, hippie and charismatic. He even refused to see his child when his girlfriend discovered she was pregnant, just because he was too busy with his job. Later on, he changed his mind. He has been accused of letting children and teenagers work in his industries. He was moody and he used to be upset for little things. But he was also a motivational person. Most of his quotes are still used to motivate people. Here are some examples taken by a movie dedicated to him.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. When you grow up, you tend to get told the world is the way that it is. Your life is just to live your life inside the world and try not to bash into the walls too much. But that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is that everything around you that you call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. It's to shake off this erroneous notion that life is just there and you're just gonna live in it versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. And once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.
Antonio Ligabue, pittore e scultore italiano, è considerato uno dei massimi esponenti dell'arte naif in Italia. Nasce in Svizzera, 3 cognomi, 2 padri e una famiglia poverissima. Dire che Ligabue ha vissuto un'infanzia difficile sarebbe un eufemismo. Fin dalla più tenera età viene affidato ad una coppia di svizzeri di lingua tedesca. La coppia, esasperata dalle violente crisi nervose del ragazzo, lo affida ad un istituto. E sono innumerevoli le volte in cui viene espulso a causa del suo comportamento violento verso gli altri, ma soprattutto verso se stesso. Spesso si percuote il volto con potenti pugni alle tempie e al naso. A 20 anni viene espulso dalla Svizzera e va a vivere a Gualtieri, in provincia di Reggio Emilia, patria del padre adottivo. Istintivo, selvaggio, folle, Antonio Ligabue è capace di trasportare i suoi demoni sulla tela, creando opere potenti dall'immediato impatto visivo. Spesso sono animali nell'attimo prima di lanciarsi sulla preda, a volte sono in lotta tra loro. Altro tema frequente è quello dell'autoritratto, che colpisce per la profondità dello sguardo con cui l'artista rappresenta se stesso. Oltre che pittore, Antonio Ligabue è stato anche un bravissimo scultore. Crea le sue opere con l'argilla del Po. Le prime purtroppo sono andate perdute, perché l'artista non era solito sottoporre alla cottura che le avrebbe rese più resistenti. Oggi da molte delle sue opere sono state ottenute fusioni in bronzo per preservarle nel tempo. È il 1961, l'anno del grande successo, con una grande personale alla Galleria La Barcaccia di Roma, che conquista critici, artisti e giornalisti e lo rende noto al pubblico internazionale. L'anno dopo viene colpito da paresi, ma ciò non gli impedirà di dipingere fino alla sua morte, avvenuta nel 1965.
Il vero Antonio Ligabue nel 1962, cioè 3 anni prima della morte. Sta camminando sull'argine del suo fiume, il Po, e parla agli animali nella loro lingua, perché si sente uno di loro. Spera di somigliargli, e lo specchio gli dirà se è vero. Sta per riconoscersi in un autoritratto, ma qualcosa o qualcuno glielo impedisce. E Ligabue si lamenta di questa interferenza invisibile e fa scongiuri per liberarsene, per esprimersi.
Mm.